The date for the Voice to Parliament referendum will be announced in Adelaide next week as the battle to win voters in key states ramps up. Joining me now live is Thomas Mayo, Yes 23 campaigner. Thomas, appreciate your time. So an announcement next week by the Prime Minister in Adelaide. Is South Australia, in your view, seen as a deal breaker for this campaign?
South Australia is really important to the campaign. There's many undecided voters there. We're looking forward to doing the work to help inform the people of South Australia about this important moment. But we're not taking any state for granted. We're working across the country in all 6 states and the territories to share this wonderful moment with people, to help people understand that this is just a matter of a principle of recognition and listening to Indigenous people. And we hope they vote yes, like every other state.
I know you've been travelling around the country as part of the campaign. What are people saying to you, and what are their reservations about the yes vote?
Well, there's lots of people that are seeking information. They want to know what this is about. I think the main thing is for people is to understand how this is going to help Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people ourselves, and if this is something that we genuinely desire. And when they ask that, I let them know that, a voice is really important to closing the gap for people in our communities to have a structure, a way to communicate the solutions to the Parliament in a consistent way. And also I share with them about how more than 80% of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people support this. Multiple polls have shown that. We had the process that led to the national consensus calling for a voice at Uluru back in 2017. And so when people vote yes for this, they're voting with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and they're choosing to do something different from the status quo, which is constant failure to close the gap. As we saw this year, 2023, the gap has widened in 4 of the measures. And so we can do better as a country, and that begins with listening.
Speaking to people who are in the no camp, their main concern is that this referendum will divide, not unite the country. Can you understand those reservations, or what would you say to those people?
This will be very much a unifying moment for our nation. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have had specific explicit exclusion in our constitution. And right now we're subject to the race power, where the Parliament can make special laws about a race of people. That, since 1967, has only been used to make special laws about Indigenous people. So 1967 didn't remove race from our constitution. It just saw that Indigenous people were subject to that federal power. And a voice is really important to seeing better decisions made about health and education and employment. And I think it's a no-brainer for most people that if you're going to make decisions about a people, then you listen to them. You make decisions with them, and that's how you get the best outcomes. And it's that simple principle that we're saying yes or no to later this year.
The Australian Electoral Commission has confirmed that ticking the box on the referendum ballot paper rather than writing yes could actually count as a yes vote, but crosses won't be counted. Do you think this might inherently favour the yes vote?
Well, I don't know. The AEC are the experts in these things, and that's a matter for the AEC. But what I'm focusing on is helping people to understand how important it is to write yes on their ballot, to be a part of this unifying moment, to include Indigenous people in our constitution that has never happened before, and to do it in a way that closes the gap, that unifies us as far as outcomes go, and also unifies all Australians with over 60,000 years of continuous culture and heritage, unique in the world, the longest continuing civilization on the planet. And we will all share that. It's a great gift when we write yes on that ballot. And I'm really looking forward to referendum day and speaking with as many Australians as I can between now and then.
The polls right now, though, aren't in your favour. The Prime Minister has already admitted this is a risky vote. What happens if it fails?
Well, we're not contemplating failing. This is too important to our entire nation, to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who don't want to see waste in Indigenous affairs. We want to see a voice that can see, that can expose programs and policies that are failing, that are wasting taxpayer dollars. We want a voice so that we can promote the solutions and the programs and policies that are getting better outcomes. We want a voice to be able to help to guide the Parliament, simply an advisory voice to help shape the policies and laws that will improve the future of our children. This is the final poll is all that matters, and the hard work that we will do to help people to understand to vote yes. And I'm looking forward to doing that work and working with the over 25,000 volunteers that we have now. We're signing up 1,000 new volunteers every 4 days, and this is going to be a massive campaign. We're making history here. We're changing the nation for the better. We'll be a stronger democracy when we vote yes, and we invite all Australians to walk with us.
Well, 6 weeks once that date is announced, so a big 2 months or so ahead. Thomas Mayo, we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.